Day 4 of fasting of 8 days. I'm halfway through. I woke up again late at night. Not sure why. I don't know if I'm craving for sex or food or both. I think it's both. However, this is part of fighting your worst enemy, which is yourself. So today I'll talk about skinny people fasting versus fat people fasting. When I say skinny, I mean just anybody who is in shape. Doesn't matter if you're athletic shape or just anorexic or whatever it is, that you're just like not fat, versus people who are actually overweight. Which one is easier? So from what I've heard is that the fat people have a lot easier time to fast than skinny people do. Because I think, for one, when you're skinny, you just by default have a really fast metabolism. I know I have a fast metabolism because I used to eat so much and I never gain weight. It's like impossible for me to gain weight. Even if I eat junk, I eat the most, I don't know, unhealthy food, whatever. Like, if you, I don't know what it is. Like, it doesn't matter what I eat, I never gain weight. So, obviously, I'm not doing this fasting for weight loss or anything. But I think fasting, actually, no, I'm pretty sure that fasting benefits everyone. Doesn't matter what your body shape is. It just skinny people will, of course, have a harder time because we have less fat to burn and just have less things stored because we have fast metabolism and we're so used to eating all the time. Because if you know skinny people, you know skinny people eat the most, right? I know there are fat people that don't even eat anything, they'll still be fat. I think it's all about hormones. This has nothing to do with what you eat. But that doesn't mean anything that it doesn't mean that skinny people are healthier, because actually if you're fat, the toxins that you've accumulated, through all the geoengineering, the GMO, the pesticide, all these fake man-made food that people eat, all the toxins that have been stored in your body, if you have a lot of fat, right, it's actually being covered in your fat, so it doesn't affect your organs too much. But when you're skinny, your toxins, it's just all over the place. So skinny people will obviously have worse symptoms when you're fasting, which is all normal because, this, it doesn't matter what you're doing. In the end, it's, fasting is like going to rehab. If you're addicted to heroin, you go to rehab, you don't expect it to be pleasant, do you? You know it's going to be like hell. So, actually, since I've been fasting, I've noticed I've became more anabolic, which means it's much easier for me to gain because the human growth hormone that has been releasing when you're doing extended fasting. So, is it a good thing? I think it is because before I have a really difficult time gaining muscles. So if I just keep training hard during the time that I'm not fasting, when I'm feasting, I think it's much better for the physique as well as the health. whether or not it works for people who are overweight, I have no idea because I don't have first-hand experience to it, but I think it will. So, anyways, I think everybody should try it for themselves to see how it works. At least try to make it to 10 days to see whether it benefits you. Don't just give up halfway. But obviously, if you never fast before, it's you probably have to start with baby steps and work your way up. But autophagy doesn't really happen until probably 5, 6, 7 days into your fast. Last time I was fasting, I noticed quite a severe pain in my ribs. And then I realized, oh, that's actually my liver. It's on the right side under my ribs. That was really painful. I couldn't even sleep lying facing up. I could only sleep sideways because that's how bad the pain was. But liver is where you store your toxins the most. So it all makes sense why it would be hurting. So any kind of symptoms that you have that's uncomfortable, that's negative, that's bothering you when you're fasting, it's all normal. It doesn't matter if it's your stomach growling, because it's just the ghrelin that's telling your brain you're hungry. You're not hungry, you're just craving. It just that this is the part of getting rid of the addiction. Doesn't matter what you have, whether if it's a headache or migraine or some kind of pain, this is all normal. So it's just like when you're going to rehab, it just you're going to go through this. It's just how it is. You don't expect to gain without the pain. So this is day 4. Keeping me accountable to day 8. I'm pretty sure I can make it. Yay, 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 halfway through.